Hello everybody, we're back again Friday the 19th of June and there's 4 weeks to go to the summer holidays, but year 6 we're so looking forward to seeing you back with us on Monday. We can't wait. Mr. British, when you're jumping with joy, aren't you?
I really am.
And we're not being sarcastic, we really are looking forward to it. A shout out to David and Gillian Williams, who watch us every week in France. And that's not a relation to Mr. Williams, that is Mrs. Jameson's mum and dad, and they live there. That's nice. Hello. And also to Lynn Rowley, Xanthi's grandma, who always joins in the singing every week. I hope my voice is going to hold out. I'm a little croaky today, so you're going to have to sing extra especially hard for me at home. And we did this one on the very first lockdown assembly 11 weeks ago. So join in now with Reach. I won't embarrass myself now. Oh, year 6 you're here, well done. Year 2, nice to see you. Hi, year 2. Year 5. You'll soon be year 6, won't you? Yeah. Year 4. Here they are. Come on, year 4. Now get your mum and dad to do the dance for you. They'll know it. All the stars. Come on, mums and dads. Every mountain higher reach for the stars. Follow your heart's desire, reach for the stars. And when that rainbow's shining over you, that's when your dreams will come to reach for the stars. And every mountain higher reach for the stars. Follow your heart's desire, reach for the stars. Oh, well done. I hope the mums and dads were doing that dance there. If they weren't, rewind it. I bet they know it. You can guarantee every wedding that will have been played and danced to. Well, here we are keeping in touch. And, oh, sorry, before we get Buenas tardes todas. Gracias. And I don't know if it's in the water in Molescroft, but we have a talent for footballers. Now you may remember that we had, I think it was 7 out of 8 of the, I think it was the under 8s or under 7s football team the other day. Well, we've now got, pretty similar, we've got 9 out of 10 boys in the under 9s Beverley Town Moles football team. And again, they've had a fantastic season and they've all had their presentations. And here they come. Ooh. Ooh, that's strange, it's not working. Let me try again. There we are. We got Finlay. There he is. And at this bend, George. Well done, boys. Congratulations, and you're our first golden moles of the day. Now then, it is happy birthday time. Quite a list today for this week. Foundation year, never wash your hands, 20 seconds, you've still got to do it. And you can sing happy birthday to William and Tobias in foundation. We've got Ella in 2, we've got Mia, Beth, Joshua, Darcy and Arnie in year 3, and we've got Daisy in year 4. So don't forget, so thank you very much. Now then, we also have another little film here. I can't show all of it, but this is quite impressive. This came through from Charlie in year 4, an amazing audio presentation on vertebrates.
Hi, my name is Charlie and today I'm going to be teaching you all about things with backbones called vertebrates. Vertebrates are classified into 5 groups according to their characteristics: birds, amphibians, mammals, fish and reptiles. I hope you enjoy my tour of all these amazing animals. First, let's look at a group of animals called the mammals. All mammals breathe air through their lungs. Another characteristic of mammals is that we can regulate our own body heat, which means we are warm-blooded. All mammals either have hair or fur all over their body. Unlike some of the other groups we're going to see today, mammals give birth to live young. Mammals also feed their babies milk.
Well, thank you, Charlie. That was just a part of it, but brilliantly presented. Maybe you could be the future David Attenborough in the future, who knows? But that was really well done. Anyway, it's time for a bit of... Now, before we get to the gallery, I've got something else just to share here, because I know a lot of you have been focusing on your exercise. Now, there's a couple of golden moles here, Amelia and Thea. for their Couch to 5K achievement. The girls spent the last 9 weeks doing Couch to 5K and graduated today. They have run 4 5Ks in the last week and a half, goodness me. And Mum's really proud of their determination through all weathers. Little big legs and little mini legs have even outrun their daddy. You'll be delighted if I announce that live. But well done. And on their last run, it was out again in the pouring rain without a single word of complaint. And now their granddad has set them a new target of 75k in 30 days. Wow. Congratulations. And to all of you, keep doing everything you can to keep fit. But here is the gallery. And first, I'm going to come to Ben Taz. Super presentation on vertebrates. That's just one of his major slides. Great research, well done, Ben. Lydia, a lovely audio presentation on vertebrates and great learning at home. I like your hair as well, Lydia, that's grown. Very nice. Isabel, super posters linked to vertebrates. I know the Year 4 team are thrilled with the science. Well done, all of you. Evie, amazing Spanish learning at home. Well done, Evie. Good to see the languages are still surviving. That is not Joshua, but it's for Joshua for hard work all over in science. Well done, Joshua. That isn't Imogen either, but it's the same thing for hard work in science, again in Year 4. Alex, for his excellent, astute math skills. Well, I know you had them before lockdown, glad to hear they're still there. Well done. Martha, for the most outstanding maths explanation of the day, brilliantly explaining different angles whilst problem solving in maths. Kiefer, for making a delicious looking chocolate cake all by himself. Put that on for Mr. Britton. Wow. I know. Dexter, exceptionally working hard in school this week. Well done. And similarly, for Madison, working exceptionally hard whilst in school this week on all lessons. Well done. And this is Amy, an absolutely amazing painting of the inside of a lily. And it is beautiful as well. Well done. And Darcy, making some delicious looking madeleines as part of her French home learning. So you put food into language learning and it's so much easier. Well done. Oh, Lily, yummy crepes as part of her French home learning. Always practicing food and languages. International. George, a fabulous newspaper report about water pollution. The way you're presenting your work is superb. Libby, excellent creative writing, and I've read this as well, and I totally agree. Henry, fantastic work in Story Masters, and also in maths and history as well. And you've really taken on board the Story Master this year. Well done. Erin, working extremely hard on her Story Master work as well. Millie, fantastic story writing about Super Tato. Or is it Tato?
I think it's Tato.
We think it's Tato. Anyway, it's not Oscar, but it is Oscar. Amazing focus during maths. Millie, she baked cookies for the police to keep their morale high. Oh, that's wonderful. What a lovely thing to do. Now, Penny only started recently 3 weeks ago doing the online violin work. And in the last couple of weeks, she's taught herself to read the music and the notes on the D and A string and played 2 pieces on her own, having taught herself the music. Mrs. Hogarth was absolutely blown away by what you'd achieved that time, so well done, Penny. And our last one, you know, remember, there's a lot more golden medals that go out. This is a sample which the teachers choose to send me. But this is for Daniel. for creating this one actually only came in yesterday, but we thought this has got to be included. Creating a fantastic video with Sister Poppy, who will also get a golden mole, showing how he made a den with his family. You'll enjoy this.
Welcome to DIY Daniel's Den. I'm going to show you how we make dens with our family.
Yes, I'll come back to you, and I'll ask what have we done under the sun.
I hope you like my den building video. I hope you have a go yourself. Happy den building. Cheers!
Cheers indeed, Daniel. Yeah, we did enjoy that, and I'm sure that will inspire a lot of people. You can't beat building a den, actually. I think it's often I think it's some people choose it to school for a marble treat as well. Now we're going to have the hymn next. Now we did send music out for Oh Happy Day, but remember choir, Lisa, I think, and maybe year sixes or even the orchestra. If you haven't got your instruments, do the harmony bit as well, the bit in yellow. What's the matter, Mr. Britton?
I thought we were doing Hands of Friendship next.
Oh, am I doing Hands of
I
Friendship?
thought so.
Mr. Britton's doing this to me, and I'm thinking, what's hang on. Can I say, it's been a bit of a long week, and I had a bit of a late night last night. Not doing anything. You'll have to cut that out. Hands of Friendship, yes, they're flooding in. In fact, they're flooding in so much I have a table covered with Hands of Friendship here in front of me. Mr. Britton has already filmed them and will be inserting that very professionally into the assembly. Because I promised you every single hand will be seen. And like I said last week, if your hand is not there, do not panic. They go into quarantine for a while before they see the next light of day. Anyway, I'm now doing this back to Mr. Britton, hoping that I'm safe to go for Oh Happy Day. Oh Happy Day indeed. Chante tous les bons, levez-vous s'il vous plaît. Yeah, choir in yellow.
Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. When Jesus washed. When Jesus washed. Oh, when he died. When Jesus washed. When Jesus washed. When Jesus washed. He washed my sins away. Oh, happy day. 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 Oh, happy
That's me.
day.
You play the drums, Charlie.
When Jesus
Are you on the double bass, Joe? Nice double bass line here.
When Jesus walked, when Jesus walked, when Jesus walked, he washed my sins away. Oh, happy day.
Now it's time to raise the roof.
Oh, happy day.
He taught me
To the world, watch and pray. Live rejoicing to watch and pray. And live rejoicing every day.
hear what I'm singing now, yeah? Right, year 6. I want to hear you before you even get here on the yellow. Atomic Well done. That was beautiful. Well done. I hope you kept up, orchestra. Thank you so much indeed. Asseyez-vous, s'il vous plaît. Now then, before I get it wrong again, I will look to see what's coming next. Oh, of course, it's on the screen. Back to my favourite things. Now, last week, you remember we had 3 brand new verses. I've got a few more this week. And Daisy actually sent in her verse singing it.
Hi. Playing on Xbox, dance with my brother, singing my family and loving each other, practicing notes on my violin strings. These are a few of my favorite things.
Well done, Daisy. Thank you very much indeed for that. Really pleased with that. Thank you so much. So, we actually now, I've got so many more. I can actually do the whole song today. I'll do my best. As I said, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat. But my favourite things. Try and join in. I'm going to start with Daisy's. Playing on Xbox buildings with my brother, seeing my family and hugging each other, practicing notes on my violin strings. These are a few of my favourite things. Lush pinkish blossoms and fluffy white snowdrops, ice cream at Seaside City, on beach rocks, fairy tales, unicorns, princes and queens. Those are a few of my favourite things. Cakes topped with berries and pies that my mum cooks, bunnies and peacocks with fantastic looks, shiny pearl necklaces and diamond rings. These are a few of my favourite things. Thank you everyone for those 2. When the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favourite things, that I don't feel so bad. We've got Charlotte coming up and 2 from Sophie. Speeding down slides when the sun is up shining, snow when it's falling, it just keeps me smiling, singing and dancing and butterfly wings. These are a few of my favourite things. Magical unicorns, picnics and parties, baking delights, covered with Smarties, bright nail varnish and sparkling jewel rings. These are a few of my favourite things. Sausages, mash, gravy and peas, painting rainbows, babies on knees, dressing like Elsa on TV she sings. These are a few of my favourite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my my favourite things, and then I don't feel so bad. You've written a whole song, and we've got more to spare for the previous week as well. Brilliant. I look forward to doing that when we're all back and we can actually have an assembly. Isn't that good, Mr. Britton?
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Fantastic verses. Really clever.
Aren't they? Yeah. And the thing is, as I said, I've got a bit of a croak, but actually, it makes you smile to sing it and to hear the rhymes. So, well done, everybody. Thank you. Now then, we've sung Oh Happy Day. We've had lots of happy news. We try to cheer ourselves up with our favourite things. And there's been good news this week. Actually, on the news. The researchers at Oxford University discovered a drug which has been in use since the 1960s. And they found that it is a really effective treatment for people who are in really bad ways with COVID-19. And it can save thousands of lives. That is real hope. And that was from Oxford University here in Britain. And the same university, they are, as we speak, trialling a vaccine, which, if it works, will be available in its millions in September. And I was listening to this on the radio, and I think, how? And in fact, that question, thankfully, was asked, how would it possibly be ready in September? Well, if it passes the trials, they're already making it, already all over the world. All they need is the go ahead. Now that is hope, and that's what we need. And it reminds me, as a human race, we can do the most amazing, amazing things. But I know, no matter how many times we sing Oh Happy Day or my favourite things, worries remain. And I can worry about things. And I know at times that you can get into a spiral, actually, where worrying just breeds more worrying. And it does no good. And sometimes we just have to let it be. We need to take deep breaths. And sometimes let the problems solve themselves, because we like to think that we can solve everything. But individually we can't. But together we can. We've got to trust in the people who are these scientists, our doctors and nurses. We've got to trust these people and know that they're doing their very best. And another thing we've got to do is trust in our past. History is a very, very important subject because it teaches us how to get through things. There have been terrible events in history. We celebrated just a few weeks ago VE Day. Yes, the war was over. The war was won. But as a country, Britain was exhausted, absolutely worn out after 5 years of war. Not 3 months, 5 years. The country was financially bankrupt. But you know what? We survived. In the 1950s, we were told we'd never had it so good. And then the 1960s came along, and I was born. And I had a great childhood. The 60s was a great time to live, a time of cultural revolution. And Britain created new fashions and music which rewrote the rules of pop music. And that came from the Beatles. And they inspired a whole new generation, in many ways, to tear up the rule book and start again. But that was after 5 years of war. So today I think, and I know sometimes I have to listen to this, I should take my own advice a bit more. We've got to pause a little, breathe a little, worry a little less, because it will all come right. So the theme, the message of today is, let it be.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. When all the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. But let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Yeah, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Voted. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she's standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be.
When the war ended, they were just young boys. And yet that creativity came after such a devastating time. And I have a feeling that when we get through all this, there'll be a real burst of creativity because so many of you have been so inspired at home. Now then, year 6, I know you're 11 and you're growing up. You're soon going to be going to your secondary schools, but you can follow yellow brick roads as well. Parents, watch carefully.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick road. You want to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. You can be every wizard of Oz, if ever a wizard was. If ever a wizard was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does. You want to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Okay, now you've seen all the letters, you know the routine. I'm sure you've even seen the yellow brick roads on both playgrounds. Monday morning, year 6, you'll be coming with your parents. You stand on a star and you wait until instructed to move. Here they are on the south playground. Some of you will be there. And you can see these children here going over, they've been called over, and parents, you stay on a star. Children, when you come in, you must not play together, you mustn't be running around. You walk in sensibly and stand on that star. It could be later on that some of you will be coming on your own. You must keep distance, you've got to do that. You mustn't be walking with a friend. You've got to keep 2 meters apart. And when you come on the playground, it's straight to a star. That is to keep everybody safe. It is still out there. It's still out there in the East Riding. I know of a case recently. Okay, you cannot take your guard down. And then once all the children have been collected, parents, you'll be told that it's safe to move. There's the last child going there, and you will follow the yellow brick road. Here you are. You can see they're moving onto the road and following the one-way system. On the other playground, it's just one strip of road. It's much easier, but you've got to then walk all the way around the site, and you'll come out over here and follow the one-way system. Every week we've been doing this with more and more parents and more children, and it's worked very well. In all weathers, and beware, it takes a little while and we can't rush it, even if it is a monsoon-like, as it was the other day. So do come prepared. It's a long day to sit in soaking clothes. Now, if you'd like to make the prayer your own, to finish our assembling, you might like to say the Amen at the end, or put your hands together, or maybe focus on the candle. We give thanks today for those scientists and researchers who are working night and day to find treatments, a cure, a vaccine against COVID-19. We remember Edward Jenner, a British scientist, another one, who in 1796 discovered the first ever vaccine, which eventually eradicated a terrible disease, smallpox, from the world. Now, Christians believe that God gave us our talents to solve the world's mysteries and problems. But whichever faith we belong to, or if we have no religious faith, we need trust. We all need hope in our lives. And we need to know that worrying all the time is never a solution. For I do believe there is always a solution to a problem. We just have to find it. So let's be kind to ourselves this weekend. Be kind to our minds. Let's create some happy spaces and happy times, and be at peace with ourselves, our friends, and our families. As the dawn breaks, just let it be. In every day, there is so much still to celebrate and be thankful for. And watch out, for not far away, here comes the sun. Amen. See you next week.
Here comes the sun, here comes the sun. I say it's alright.